Hello everybody, Jet here. Sorry, I have actually jumped on just a little bit. I didn't mean to do it, I just instantly clicked ambush clicked attack as soon as we finished our last thing. So basically, same situation guys, we've just lost that other army here. However, I don't need the extra menace from below here, because I don't want to mess up my food. We've basically gone straight out to ambush King Oiraz. And he's still quite a powerful army, but we've got a nice army here. Here we got a settlement garrison, and we are going to go straight in against him, wipe out his army, and then we're going to push straight on their capital to make sure we've got troops there, guys. So that we are right on it, because basically by that we'll try and kill their armies next to it. But when we're on it, they can't recruit anymore, guys. So I don't have to be able to win, I just have to be able to hold them inside. Right, I don't need to worry about magic with this army. So let's go straight into the deployment phase. Right, we're going to do our usual tactic. Night Runners up here, who are going to hammer into them from behind. I'm going to pop my Storm Vermin on the left, where they've got their heavier units. My other two guys on the right. These guys, ideally I want getting around them, which they should be able to do nice. In fact, I'm going to split these guys into two separate chunks, which will make it harder for them to deal with. So obviously we've got my Storm Vermin here, who are not in the right order. In fact, we're going to spread these so we've got halberds on either side. They're going to try and get around behind while these guys meat shield them nicely. So these guys are actually going to start... These guys are... where do I want them? No, these guys are going to start here as well. So I don't want them getting away from there. You guys are going to start here. And my Doom Wheel is going to start here. And what I'm actually going to do is these two little units of spears are going to stay back here. So these guys are the anti-large defense force.
Skaven! Yes, yes! Rocky Jackass! Onwards! Screamery cattle click! Clan rats! Craventail!
Oh, this is perfect actually. Where are all my reinforcements coming in? They can just charge.
Now, move!
You can slam straight into them. You guys can charge. You guys can start hammering to the back of them. Let's drop a menace from below right in the middle to keep everything pinned. My shurikens are hammering to the back nicely. You guys can charge. You guys can stop firing. And you guys can all spawn here because I know what's happening next.
Storm Vermin.
And we've done this. These guys I can ignore. We've completely obliterated their army now. Let's get everything onto their lord. Other than you guys are not shooting. You guys are not shooting. My Doom Wheel is in. It shouldn't be in fighting like this, but at this point it doesn't really matter. It's perfect. Their lord is the biggest worry here. And you can see these guys... Oh, did you just watch my Doom Wheel just push their lord along, guys? So you just dragged their lord out. So there is their lord right here. Completely surrounded by Skaven. Let's get my Doom Wheel. Oh, he's gone. So that was a nice, solid victory for us, guys. Oh, they still have... Oh! Wow. They still have this unit of the Shabati. however I pronounce it. So this is one of their construct units. Who's going to get... Ouch! So my Night Runners went in first, which probably wasn't the best idea. Here comes the Doom Wheel. Bonk. Knocked one over. Is he getting up? Yep. And here comes the rest of the Skaven horde charging up the hill, guys. Actually getting the Night Runners out.
We obey.
And the Doom Wheel out while the rest of the Skaven horde charges in. That Doom Wheel's a bit stuck on one of them there. Right, I need to be able to see my Night Runners here, actually.
Night Runners, Council's command.
You guys can form over here. You can charge straight back in as soon as you're free. And they are going now. Didn't I say that? Boom! They are falling to pieces now, so that's perfect. That was a nice, solid victory there, guys. To be fair, these are very good units, and this is what Skaven does really well. They had a small, very elite army there. Now, against some other people, that army, if they were paying for it, would have probably cost more than my army. But simply because they couldn't get me in a choke point, I could just surround them and envelop them. They didn't have a chance. And if they... And I also just, as you saw, I just battered them. We are going to take the regen at the moment, because I do need that regen. Now what I need to do is I need to make the most of this. I can't quite get there. Yes, I can. We're going to get straight in here because we stop them. Now, I'm not attacking. However, we are giving ourselves a few minutes of blow while we're waiting.
Rictus ready for fight, scrap.
Right. Rictus can get leveled up as well. What do I want to buff up now? Oh, we're going to take Rally for now. But probably... I will probably go for this one and this one long run. Night Runs and Gutter Runners I'm probably going to replace with something else later on, but we might go. Obviously at some point soon I do need to buff him to make him really tough. So, now right now I would like them to attack me rather than me attack them. Let us get a new lord here. Let's get ourselves a warlord. Let's get Toxide the Lethal. He is already tooled up for low level armies, so that's good.
All tales are mine.
That's gonna be nice.
To battle, I come after.
What else can I get quickly? We can get some Night Runners in quickly from Global as well. Okay. Now this army doesn't need to be anything pretty. This is effectively the we're following along to knock holes through them army. So I'm not really that fussed by this one. Let's get some more Rattling Warrens here. To that, I might get a second set of military buildings in this place as well at some point. But right now I'm not that fussed. Ice Rock Gorge doesn't need walls because of its position. In fact, I'm not meant to be doing anything at the moment because we're saving, aren't we? Keep shouting at me, guys, for not saving, because I want this. Once we get a few slave wheels out as well, guys, our income is going to start skyrocketing, because they really do buff up the income you get from each of your regions. Now, I probably want to switch to a few Screaming Bells. It's Screaming Bells, whatever the public order building is in the regions, because that's going to give us a nice big buff too, which will really help us out here, guys. And I'm not so bothered about corruption, because corruption is good and bad. It's negative from public order, but you only get a maximum of -5. It does, however, give you other benefits, such as more menace from below. Does it? I'm not sure if it gives you a growth increase as well. But basically, Skaven, the reason you get Skaven corruption is because Skaven grow and overpopulate really, really, really quickly. Did the orcs just take... Oh, nice. So the orcs just took out their remaining lord who was outside. Not that he could have caused any problems for me on his own, but it's nice to have somebody helpful.
Let's get one thing understood. I'm the boss. Hide and sneak!
We're just going to keep sieging here for now.
Back soon! Attack!
We will get the Plain of Spiders for ourselves. It's a shame it's not the capital, but you know, you can't have everything. Oh, I could get a... This is brilliant. Scheme of Doom. Basically, you just create you blow up one of their settlements, which is great fun. We're going to grab this one for the extra growth and public order again. Because growth is always good, guys. So... Yay! We have we have Dr. Rataticus back. So that's a nice one for us. These guys can have another turn, then they're going to come in to support, and we will probably go and finish this place off straight out. Ah, nice, we've got another one. Let's get strength in numbers. Oh, why are you broken?
Rictus ready for fight scrap.
What did I spend my money on? Oh, and I really want to level this up too. Basically, I'm being daft and I'm forgetting what I want to do, guys. Right, I just want to check my diplomacy currently.
Malekith, who seeks the counsel of the Witch King.
Why won't he not?
Forget yourself.
Nagaroth, we must ask you to be quick. Cruel dread, welcome. Speak.
So I'm friends with those guys in the north. Morathi, I want to take out quite quickly. So she is going to be my next target, guys. And then, oh, what a Lothan. Lothan hate me. Lothan are always going to hate me.
Would that I could run you through.
But I might need to be careful fighting Lothan. Though Lothan don't necessarily know I'm here. Because actually, as far as they're concerned, all of this is ruins. Because it's another nice Skaven thing, is your territories, your cities, until they've been explored, look like ruins. So actually, they don't know how big I am. They don't know my strength. They don't know exactly where I'm based. And to be fair, if they come and absolutely hammer me, I can always run away somewhere else. I don't really want to do that, especially as as somebody said I could go elsewhere. But actually, it's not as easy for me to go elsewhere as you might think, because actually I've got the suitable climate for me is different than other Skaven factions, so I can't take a lot of the places Skaven can, the other Skaven clans can. Which could prove to be an interesting thing later on if I ever end up confederating. Ooh. There we go, we have a war.
That is not musk of fear.
Ooh. And we have another war. Is that what we were saying about the High Elves, guys? So we might go and pester them a bit. I don't necessarily want to be taking their territory because it's not the best places for me to take. Well, certainly parts of it. However, we will certainly knock their territory over to an extent.
One command. To battle.
Oh.
Rictus ready for fight scrap.
Right, let's fight this. We are going to take this city easily. This is not even a worry, guys. This city is going to fall quite fairly quickly. I'm not going to take too much. I'm going to do the same job, guys. We're going to let our catapults do their jobs, do its job first. I've not really looked at one of these cities yet. This is a very pretty city. This is a Tomb King city, guys. So we're in an ashy desert here, I assume, because we're in Nagaroth. Anyway, where do we want to set our main line up?
I'll tail yours. What? Dawn vermin! For the vermin tide!
No, my swords want to be going on the walls.
Storm vermin! Yes.
You can drop
Dawn
that one.
vermin! Our tail's yours! Dawn vermin! Clan rat spears!
See, I can't Vanguard deploy these units, annoyingly. Which would be so beneficial if I could. But you can't have everything.
Warlock engineer!
Can I stealth these? Do I have a stealth siege tower, guys? I just stealth to siege tower. No, they are shooting it. I didn't know. I don't know. If I did, that's a little OP. You guys can move up here, because I'm going to send you guys up over this bit of wall. Hammering them nicely on the walls. Let's switch to those spears, actually. Let's drop the warp lightning there. I love warp lightning. That's not going to hit quick enough. Let's change that to there. You guys can start hitting this chunk of wall. You guys can move over here to support. You guys can all move down. Right there. I might clip our own a bit there, but I don't really care. I'm Skaven. You guys can jump through there. You guys can jump through there. And you and the storm vermin can move up there. Let's get the catapults off that wall. They can start hitting them. Drop a unit on that cav. That gate is not going to last long now.
Shriek, shriek! Oh, scary race! Warlock engineer! Where is Ryan?
Wow. on him there, Lord. Oh, it did nothing. Never mind.
Should we run? Lean? Master of masters! Retreat! Retreat!
Charge their Lord.
Lord Master Important!
Oh wow, they hammered a spell at me there. You guys can move forward to deal with that. Cav. We're charging onto the walls everywhere else now easily.
We obey!
Oh wow, no, turn onto them. I keep forgetting about that happening. Okay, they've dug into us nicely. You can charge up here. Finish off that unit which is being battered. You guys can break off the field. You're going to start hitting my own a little too much now.
Fight! Fight! Land rats! Our tale is yours! A green brick!
Come on, Doomwheel, break out. This is the issue I do find with Doomwheels. They do get stuck a little bit too much. I dread to think what they're going to be like against dwarves now, because dwarves in the latest patch also had a big... dwarves have more mass now, which I'm looking forward to trying out in my dwarf campaign. I've not done any any of my dwarf campaigns since they started. He's taking too much damage there. He needs to get out.
Tretch Craventail!
This does also buff up our leadership, so we'll do that.
Wreckage of death! Doom and destruction! Our tail's yours! Ready, ready!
Break my halberds out. Both my units of halberds can charge up here. All of my spears can go for these swords.
Attack from rear!
So these horses, in fact everything can now. This unit's not going to last long, especially when I do this. We're going to hit our own units again. Very Skaven, they're only clan rats.
Smell musket fear!
For the amount of damage we did there. They did watch a few resurrect and they're gone. Their lord is... his bindings are falling apart. These guys are gone.
Where are the things? Doom rocket!
Actually, my Doom Wheel's going to get out of there.
I ready, yes, yes.
I want him to have... he said Doom Rocket. He doesn't have it yet. When he has for Doom Rockets, that is going to be exceptional. Right. Let's just watch this massive Skaven. He's charging off with this massive Skaven charging these... they are very enigmatic sitting there guarding here. And they're all very nice models with all different things. Their bindings are already breaking though. Oh wow, that hurt. But they just disintegrated, guys. And that is that tomb. The Exiles of Nehek are destroyed completely now. So that's a nice solid victory for us. That was an ally, to be fair. But I wanted some fun, so we battered them. It only got us 2 settlements. To be fair, considering they were only 2 settlements, they were tough. I guess it comes from having 3 armies, effectively. Get this place up to the top level already. Oh wow, that's what the ruin looks like. So it's literally just a capped tomb. I don't care about that there. So yeah, we'll get a Taskmaster's platform. This is what I meant by the bells. So obviously, these do unlock certain levels of clans as well. We're going to get the same thing here. Now we're probably not going to get the Red Desert because that's held by Nagarond. I do want to keep courting friendship with Nagarond. because these buildings also do this, I'm going to get a second set of construction buildings in this area as well as up here for the time being. Oh, this is because we've been spending it on things. Right. Meh. Oh no, it does include storm vermin, so basically any very high level infantry does very well. This is very high level gutter runners and night runners, and it buffs up death runners speed, which is very nice. Armour for heavy units, and that's nice. So because we can get some very interesting units from there, and that buffs them all up. For higher level ones. Anyway, for the moment I'm going to leave those four. And we're going to start buffing ourselves up a little bit more. I am half tempted to buff that up, but I'm also not that bothered. Oh, why? Why do I not have that? Campaign movement range is always a really good thing to have. So we're grabbing that one. You can get the ballistics calibration. And let's enter. So these guys are all going to get back into our main territories. You do have a couple of wars with a couple of high elf factions who probably don't necessarily know where I am actually. Which is probably a good thing at this point. We are going to drop into and hammer... Yeah, we are going to push Marathi next. I'm a little concerned about Nagaron because they don't want any treaties with me. That said, they are really friendly with me. However, if I have a prolonged war with Marathi, that might change. Plus, there's a fairly decent chance that Marathi will confederate if the war ends up too prolonged and she starts taking too much damage. So actually taking Marathi out of the game early is good. Oh, and now we're at war with Loffen as well. So yeah.
A shadow of horned rat.
I'm not so fussed by the walls here now, actually. Though they still generate 80, so I'm not that fussed. You guys can double time it back over. He's going to head up here to get his catapult back. Anyway, guys, we're going to end this one here. So that's given us a nice bit of chunk extra territory. Next time... Oh, Marafi's quite friends with me now.
To see to, so be quick.
I could just stay friends with all of these guys and pester the High Elves, but pestering the High Elves is dangerous. And as you can see, a lot of their territory... This territory is good for me, but a lot of their territory is actually really bad for me. So this kind of little bit I can take, but it's a very risky move.
Your time with me is precious.
The issue is taking out Marathi will also put me in direct conflict with them. And she's friends with me. You know, all the High Elf, Dark Elf factions are obviously friends at the moment. So I could... At your service. It is a tricky one. I could kind of just keep here as my kind of homeland. And we'll have to think the next time, guys. Shout out in the comments what you think I should do. I might have probably recorded the next one, but feel free to shout out what you think I should do. I'm probably going to take out Marathi, even though it might put me in a bit more direct conflict with the other guys, because I don't like her chaos corruption spreading, and it will start spreading into this territory. It already is. So that's going to cause us issues, unless my Skaven corruption overwhelms it. So, yeah, it's a tricky one. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this.